The revolution is here. It's a silent one. There are no guns. There's no anger. It's a peaceful one. There are no protests or marches. Nobody is trying to convince you. The revolution is occurring in your heart. Millions of people are waking up from their slumber. Mankind is embracing the heart. Mankind is slowly waking up and discover his true nature. You are the universe. You just don't know it. It's an amazing time to be alive. Mankind has so much potential. We are just skimming the surface of the ocean of life. We are meant to dive deep into the depths of the ocean. This is our true nature. We have passed the marking point in history where peace will prevail. I know it doesn't look that way. There's a big stick stirring things around. The light, for the first time in many moons, is more prevalent than the light. Darkness can't hide. It comes out. This is darkness' last stand. It knows the battle is over. The sun is arising. It's a beautiful sunrise. Can you feel the love oozing from within? Man will once again learn how to be in harmony with nature. We can do this. We can solve any problems once we are united. We have so much incredible potential. The journey starts with taking one small step after another. Yes, we will fall. Yes, we will get off the ground and take another step. Maybe it's 2 steps forward, 1 step backward. That's how we grow. We can learn from our mistakes. Ponder this over. The wise man just simply smiles. He has nothing to prove. He is absorbed with his creator. The ignorant man will do battle, while the wise man will listen to what you have to say. The wise man will share his joy, while the ignorant man wants to feel superior. The wise man may or not be book-learned, but his knowledge comes from further than the sun. The ignorant man will quote and say, "You're dumb." The wise man loves this life, while the ignorant man judges his fellow man to create self-worth. The wise man loves the brotherhood of man, while the ignorant man just can't see. To be spiritual is to be practical. Many people think a spiritual person has his head in the cloud. He is far away from the practical ways of earth. The Buddhists have a book, Chop Wood, Carry Water. You must have your head in heaven and your feet on the ground. This is a practical journey. Every action you take must be in harmony. Oh, there are many lessons along the way. Many have tread upon this path. At times it will be rocky and the path goes up a mountain. Every moment you learn along the way. It's not easy to drop your negative emotions. If it was, we would have been on top of the mountain a long time ago. I feel to be spiritual, a person to be more practical than ever. You have to be conscious moment by moment. That is not easy. Have you ever tried to tame your mind? Sit still for 1 minute and tell me the truth. It's difficult. Chop wood, carry water. Only you can understand this riddle.
We decide the outcome. We decide the outcome of this global shutdown. Common sense is uncommon. We should have learned the lesson from the Spanish flu over 100 years ago. People thought when phase 1 was over, that was it. People thought the all clear signal was firing off. Little did they know that the second wave was the tidal wave. Politics and the medical field don't mix. The medical field has studied viruses. This is their field of expertise. They have proof that social distancing and mask works. Yes, I know that masks can cause hypoxia. Yet given the fact a global shutdown has occurred, let's get over that fact. Currently, the experts say we are losing the battle. 50,000 Americans are infected every day. The medical experts project in a few months 100,000 Americans will be affected per day. Soon, every American will know either a family or friend who will get this virus. Let's not get into politics about this. The virus could care less about what your beliefs are. It wants you to act stupid. It loves it when you say, I'm not going to wear a mask. It loves it when you don't want to social distance. It loves it when the current administration plays politics with wearing a mask. So many Americans follow suit what the president says. If the president doesn't wear a mask, I'm not going to either. Forget about your politics. Wake up. A huge tidal wave can descend upon the United States. Only we can stop it. The rest of the world took great measures, and they are winning the battle. We are still in phase 1, and it's getting worse. Only we can unite and eradicate this.
Wisdom from your ancestors. Close your eyes. Imagine your mind one of your ancestors who have died. Feel the joy of emanating from them. Feel your pain and loss disappear before your eyes. You are never alone. Did you know that indigenous people all around the world gather wisdom from their ancestors in this manner? Our grief should occur. In over time, we can reconnect with our loved ones on a daily basis. Mind you, it's not with words. You will feel the essence of your loved ones. It's hard to put into words. They will come into your dreams. You have a flash of their presence. They will appear in many shapes, ways, and forms. Remember, you are not alone. Your loved one just moved to a different room in the mansion lies. You are closer than you think. Close your eyes. Focus on gratitude and love. When you feel a small sparkle of love inside of you, you are connected to the quantum field. Now, with your eyes closed, focus on kindness. When you feel yourself experiencing kindness, you are connected to the quantum field. How about peace? Concentrate on peace. When you feel peace inside of you, you are connected to the quantum field. How about compassion? Concentrate on compassion. When you feel compassion inside of you, you are connected to the quantum field. You see, you are closer than you think. This is not some abstract object. This is the real you. Yet, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The more you pay attention to something, the more aware you become. The more attention you pay to your true nature, the more aware you become of it. This is just a simple fact. We think that love, kindness, and compassion get triggered by external events. These emotions are our true nature. We have just forgotten. And any time we can connect to our true selves. Meditation is the way to discover our true nature. Imagine in the beginning when you closed your eyes, it was like taking a sponge bath. Imagine in time that by practicing meditation, you can jump into the infinite ocean of love, kindness, and compassion. How would that change your outlook on life? All problems that you would have seem so insignificant. Presently, most of us are stressed out. We can hardly wait for the weekend. Yet imagine that meditation leads one from being stressed out to a place where one loves life. One wakes up every morning and is happy to be alive. When one truly begins to, moment by moment, be aware of the quantum, one's life is totally transformed. Truly, it's impossible to explain it, but we'll keep on trying. For me, signposts are all around us and inside of us. We live such a busy life that we are oblivious of it. We have all these incredible emotions that are our true nature, yet we don't realize how incredible they are. It's like we experience these emotions randomly in our life. It's like falling in love with someone. We fall in love and think that the other person is responsible for it. As easily we fall in love, we fall out of love. Thousands of people get divorced. Meditation reveals that the infinite ocean of love exists inside of you. This path reveals your true nature. This path shows you how to be a proactive being. We are not leaves blowing into the wind. We can be in the center of the hurricane. What does this mean practically? It means that we know how to live beyond a beta state of mind. What does that mean? It means you won't be totally stressed out. It means that you can laugh at life. It means your adrenaline is not out of control and can't be turned off. It means that you start to live in harmony and your health will increase. One learns to talk to the body when the body starts talking to you. There's an incredible harmony between the mind, body, and soul. Your mind becomes your friend. In our society, millions of people have addictions, and the mind causes such pain in people's lives. I believe that the world's problems can be totally solved when the world at large embraces the quantum field. All practical solutions exist inside of the field. The more humanity will embrace this field, which by the way is our true nature, the faster the world will be a better place. Isn't it amazing that man has fought for thousands of years? Many people say this is our true nature. If we were created by God, do you think this is our true nature? It doesn't make sense. Yes, this is a journey of going from darkness to light. I completely agree with that. I feel that the scientific and religious world is being merged. For the first time, common man is being shown practical tools to discover the jewels that exist inside. It doesn't matter if you believe in God or not. The essence is the same. So the next time you get totally stressed out, simply close your eyes, watch your breath, imagine peace of mind, hold on to that. This is your true nature. This is the first step of being conscious and aware of your true nature. In this manner, by experiencing even a little peace, thousands of incredible chemicals are being released in your body. Remember, each and every thought you have, either positive or destructive chemicals are being released into your body. You are your own master chemist. You are in total charge of where you're going in life. We were never taught this in school. It's so obvious, and science has proven that thoughts create chemicals which create emotions. You can't separate the mind from the body. I don't know about you, but I'm completely fascinated by this. I've been meditating for around 48 years, and I'm still a youngster learning about the mysteries of life. I am completely blown away.
Recently, I read an incredible article which describes the nature of consciousness. It was talking about a term called Panasonicism. During the 1920s, Bertrand Russell came up with this term. It's kind of like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, a human body or mind? Or is there awareness beyond that? Is the universe aware and consciousness? Is there a conscious quantum soup of consciousness? Does a rock or a flower aware?
Does consciousness require a form? How big or how small can the form be to be aware? Is dark matter aware? Is the sun in the sky aware? What denotes awareness? Some people think, which I also do, that the foundation of the universe is consciousness. The entire universe is aware. Before the Big Bang, consciousness existed. This is not the first time a universe was created, nor will be the last time. Like the incoming of breath and the outflow of breath, the universe comes and goes. Granted, it takes billions of years, but still, that is a blink of an eye for eternity. In this article, it described that even particles are alive and aware. These are part of a cosmic soup where everything is tied together. The entire universe is comprised of this soup. Imagine making a homemade soup. You blend it all together and combine milk or cream. Your family loves it. Now you can't take out a single ingredient. You can't. In the same way, there's a universal soup of consciousness, which we are part of. It is quantum. It is beyond time and space. We always think in linear fashion. In the quantum world, the past, present, and future are melded together. There is a whole set of chaotic laws that we can't even conceive. Man thinks that by using logic that they can understand the quantum soup, but it's beyond logic and rational thinking. Personally, I think the great mystics got a piece of the puzzle. Not the entire puzzle, but a piece of the puzzle contains the whole puzzle. It's like a hologram. A small piece contains the entire piece of the puzzle. What if a person who meditates can be in a place where they are receptive to the inner light inside? Imagine this light is the same light as the quantum universe. Everything is a part of this light. E equals mc squared. Everything is energy and light. Everything is alive and aware. Maybe, just maybe, a meditator can see and feel the quantumness of the universe. Maybe the laboratory of life exists inside of us. Maybe we are created to find and discover this inside of ourselves. Personally, I think we're in the beginning stages of development. While we still are babies in emotional development, we still fight and war with each other. We use our precious discoveries of the universe to make atomic bombs. We have a president who tweets, "My button is bigger than your button." A thin thread is holding a knife over our heads, and we are oblivious to it. I have great hope for the future. I feel that scientists in the world inside will lead the way for humanity. Just think, when a scientist truly begins to open the door inside, they will begin to operate at a deeper level. They can embark on the scientific discoveries of the inner and the outer. Both of them will lead to the same place. Life is a mystery. Both the scientists and the mystic are embarking on an incredible journey. The light particles that a mystic sees are the same light particles that a scientist uses in CERN, Switzerland. Both of them are in different laboratories. One is outer and the other is inner. Personally, I think the mystic has an advantage. The human body is wired for this experiment. The human body has 5 senses, which there are 5 internal senses within. The human being can learn how to become aware of the consciousness of the universe. A human being is hardwired for this experience. Yet most of the time, the car is sitting in the garage. The garage door needs to be opened, and you must back out the car and take it for the spin. Humanity is just beginning to understand, to open up the garage door within. When they do, scientists will go in another completely different level. There, the universe can show humanity gifts we could never imagine. You see, without kindness, the universe will only show you so much. It'll be like handing a small child an atomic bomb. They wouldn't know the damage what it could do. We are in that state. Without humanity becoming a kind man, we will never progress to our true potential. You see, the universe is kind and aware. The universe is love and compassion. Become like the mystic and discover your true nature. You are the universe. You just don't know it. Last week, I heard on NPR radio this fascinating story. A group of scientists was studying animal behavior. They studied a group of chickens for 3 years. These scientists took the so-called brightest and smartest chickens and placed them into a group. The so-called normal chickens were placed into another group. After 3 years, they saw the results of the test. Out of 30 chickens, only 3 survived. They fought and killed one another. It was definitely the strongest survived. No sense of cooperation, no harmony whatsoever. These chickens were living in hell with no sense of purpose. War is what they knew how to do. Well, the normal chickens lived like what chickens do. They laid eggs and were content. No fighting occurred among them. They had nothing to prove. Everyone thrived in this environment. Well, this discussion changed course. Then they started to take a look at the top 10 Ivy League schools. They're super hard to get into. The average student would thrive at another college. Yet they found out it's creating conditions just like the chicken study. These students were placed in a situation where you always had to be the best. You learned to cheat, steal, and lie to the top. Mind you, I'm not saying all students are like that, but the intense pressure is there to perform. Knowing that these top colleges place students into the top Fortune 500 companies today, their psychology is embedded directly into the work environment. It's subtle, yet there. As a worker, you're only valued for your performance, period. This places a lot of stress on the worker. As a worker, you fight your way to the top. There are only so many promotions to go around. You live in fear of layoffs. Your CEO makes probably 1,000 times that you do. They then take a look at the present-day politics. Need I say more? Constant bickering and fighting, no cooperation. Name-calling is the name of the game. There is no sign of discrimination. We have a media that is either one side or the other. Both sides can hardly speak to one another. Our president has told so many lies that nobody knows what truth is. Just one of his major blunders would have brought a past president to resign. How many affairs has the president had? And the Christian majority still support him. Well, the rest of the chickens are living their lives. They're going to school, they have friends and family, they go to work, they go on vacations. They are good people. They love their fellow man. I'm not saying there are problems. There are tons of them. I remember people always talk about Darwin's theory, the survival of the fittest. Did you know that Darwin considered this to be the lowest in his view of evolution? His view was cooperation. Nature cooperates with each other. The entire world of nature is in cooperation with each other. If nature did not cooperate, this planet would have been gone a long time ago. This is the main theme that the scientists discovered. Without cooperation, we are doomed. We must reclaim this. We are all Americans. We aren't just Republicans or Democrats. We are united. It's about time for us to wake up. I see a new wave of hope occurring in us today. People are starting to wake up and demand for change.
Closing. You are the missing piece of the puzzle. Each one of us has to perform our duty for our survival. We just can't put our heads in the sand anymore. Time is ticking away. Since the 70s, many people have talked about this threat. It's getting more dangerous by the day. The world is changing around us. We must transform from being consumers to being custodians of the planet. This is a mindset that needs to occur inside each one of us. True advancement begins inside. We can create all sorts of laws, yet if we don't change within, we won't be able to reach our goals. True change must start from within. Our entire economic system needs to change. We need to think outside of the box. Personally, by entering the silence within, this is the place where all answers come from. We can solve any problems. The answers are there. Yet due to apathy of the enormous situation that we have, we sweep it under the carpet. This is the human condition. Unfortunately, we can't do this any longer. We have to change our ways, whether we like it or not. A new economic model needs to be brought up to the surface. Time is running out.